Hey, this is going to be a lesson about one of my favorite songwriters of all time, John Lennon. This is a Travis picking lesson. John learned how to Travis pick from Donovan, and when he learned, he immediately took it into his songwriting and wrote 3 or 4 songs right off the bat using a Travis picking pattern. The pattern is the basic pattern. This is the pattern right here, and it's alternating thumb on the 5th string, thumb on the 4th string, thumb on the 6th string, thumb on the 4th string. All right, so it's A, D, and then he's using drop D, so this is a D on the 6th string, and then D again. So it's A, D, low D, D. So that's the thumb. That creates kind of a nice drone. And then he plays a series of chords going down his neck to create this awesome intro to the song, Dear Prudence. So he also uses the very similar pattern, the exact pattern, on Julia. Thumb is different, but the same pattern. And very similar pattern to Happiness is a Warm Gun. So he uses the pattern on other things, but those 3 were pretty much right after he learned the pattern. So I'm going to go through this real quick. The first chord shape is up on the 14th fret and 12th fret, all the way up here. So it's 12. 12 is back here on the B string. On the 1st string, you're on the 14th fret, and on the 3rd string, you're on the 14th fret. This is a D6 chord. It's very pretty sounding. And then you're going to drop that down 2 frets. 1, 2. So now you're on 10 on the 2nd string, 12 and 12 on the 1st and 3rd string, like a C6. Then you're going to go to a D chord. So this is 10, 10, 11. And then C chord, 8, 8, 9. Right, that's this shape. Start on the 10th fret, and then you're going to move it down to the 8th fret. Then you're going to go to a G chord. It's a D shape, but you're on 7 on the 3rd, 8th on the 2nd, and the 7th on the 1st string. This is a G shape. Very nice sounding. And then you're going to go to a D chord with this shape. With this shape. 5, 7, 7. 5, 7, 7. And then you're going to take that exact shape down 2 frets to this C chord. And then you're to a regular open D chord. So, I'm just going to point to these real quick. Doing this pattern the whole time, you're going to play this shape on the 12th fret, then drop it down to the 10th fret. Then you're going to switch to this shape on the 10th fret, which is going to be a D shape. Slide it down to the 8th fret, it's going to be the C shape. Then you're going to play the G shape on the 7th fret. Slide down to the D chord on the 5, 7, 7, and then slide that down to 3, 5, 5 for the C chord, and then you're in the regular open D chord. So, I'm going to do this up close for you. I'm going to play through it once. It sounds like this. I'm going to go slow. All right, now that's the intro of the song. From there, we keep this pattern the same, but this hand does something different. This is going to start playing a bass line. But let me run through that intro one more time and kind of talk our way through it. So starting on this D6 chord, we're gonna go slide down, D shape, C shape, G shape, D shape. Now we get to this C chord. We're gonna do this C chord 2 times. Everything else was just once. D. So, this second half of the song, this is a D chord. You know, you hear this walk down a lot. I like to use, I said there's different ways of fingering this. This is the way I do it. I play the regular D chord, and then I use my pinky to grab this C. Some people like to switch this around and use this finger and hold these guys down all with this. I just use my pinky. My pinky does a good job getting over there, and I can still get my D string to ring. And then I keep these 2 fingers of the D chord up, and I go to a B in the bass. And then I drop this finger down to the B flat on the 1st fret. So the pattern goes. So the G string is open here for this chord and this chord. You could see this as a D chord, a D7, right? D with a C in the bass, a G major 7-ish sounding, right? And it goes to a G minor with this B flat, right? You could kind of see that as a G minor. So you work on this and get it down to where you have Dear Prudence, right? That is the bulk of this song, all right? Now, there's a few other little parts to this song. You can figure that stuff out. If you need help, let me know, and I'll show you the other 2 or 3 little parts. Really, it's just knowing what the chords are, and you can look that up. So if you have any questions, let me know. I hope this helps you. And it's kind of fun to think about John Lennon, who was world famous at the time, learning something new and immediately writing songs with it. All right, cheers.